Yes, Miss Carlton is fumbling around. Okay, this is our second video for vocabulary. It's vocabulary to Tuesday. Okay, so this is the second vocabulary lesson for this week. You should be looking at it on Tuesday. We are still focusing on vocabulary in context. And today I've actually got text with vocabulary words that we are going to look at. And we are going to look at the strategy that the author uses to let us know what the word means. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is read this article to you. And it is called Congress Speaks Spanish. Right here we have a picture, okay, of Congress. And here's where the article starts. Please read along with me as I read it out loud. Inside the halls of Congress, now Congress is in bold, so I'm going to circle it because I know that there's going to be a question about this word. Let me get another pen. Whenever you see a word that's in bold, Miss Carlton's not having any luck with her pens. Whenever you see a word in bold, you know that it's an important word and that you have to pay attention to it and you have to know the meaning of it because there will be a question about it. So let's start again. Inside the halls of Congress, more and more lawmakers are speaking Spanish. Congress is the branch of government that makes the laws. Congress is made up of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Many politicians are studying Spanish, says political expert Michael Shifter. Some lawmakers are taking Spanish classes and debating their positions in Spanish. Others hold bilingual, and this is bold, so I'm going to circle it, bilingual press conferences in English and Spanish. Bilingual refers to being spoken or expressed in two languages. Some lawmakers of Hispanic origin also speak to each other in Spanish. The increased interest in Spanish follows a sharp growth in the Hispanic population in the United States. Hispanics, also known as Latinos, make up the fastest growing minority group in the country. Hispanic Americans are people in the United States whose families come from Spanish-speaking countries. Most of those countries are located in Central and South America. The latest census, and there's a word that I need to circle, I need to know what it means. The latest census or population count shows that more than 41 million people in the United States are Hispanic. Now, because these words are in bold, I know that if I have a quiz on these words, that if there is a quiz, these words are the words that will be, have a question. So I need to know the meaning of them. So here we go. I'm going to take my strategies chart right here, and I am going to figure out what the author used to tell me what these words mean. Okay? So the first word is Congress. And we got really lucky because it says right here, the author tells us right up front what Congress is. It says right here, Congress is the branch of government that makes the laws. It has two parts. Congress is made up of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Okay? So when we have a question about the word Congress, we can come back here and we can look at what the definition is. And when we have that question, it might even make mention inside the question of the two different parts of Congress. Okay, the House of Representatives and the Senate. So that's why we underlined that part. The next word is bilingual. And again, we're very fortunate because the definition is right here. Bilingual refers to being spoken or expressed in two languages. So bilingual means what? It means two languages. Both of these definitions, the one for Congress and the one for bilingual, are both context clues. They are a definition or clues that occur after or before the word. Now, the next one is census, the word census, and right here, I know that this is going to be in a positive and the meaning is going to be right in the same sentence as the word sentence. It says census or population count. Right here, population count. So when it says that, when it asks you a question about census, you need to know that that means population count. Now, what population means is that it's just the number of people, or maybe they want to know the population of dogs, or the population of cats, or the population of grasshoppers. It means how many of whatever they're talking about. And in this instance, they're actually talking about people. So there are two ways that the author used to tell you what these words mean. The first two were context clues, and then the last one was in a positive. And I will never ask you, did the author use in a positive? No, but we're going to continue to talk about it in this way because I want you to become familiar and I want you to hear this and know this so well. I'm going to drive you crazy with it. And I want you to start looking for these clues while you're reading your text. Okay? So this is the end of lesson 2 on Tuesday for your vocabulary. If you need to go back to write notes or anything, please just pause and rewind. Okay.